and Northwestern, hoping to build that momentum into winning a championship here in the conference tournament. Time to grab those good eats here at Purdue and Bittinger Stadium. Some good eats to go along with this matchup, the 12 seed against the number 5 seed. We have one last quarterfinal spot to punch. The winner of this one will take on
Banks to be able to get on base as well and have Puller behind her to push her around the base path.
And a pop-up as Dose had no play. And Bot, who bats 5th in the conference, Puller does, her batting average. And so what does Bailey do? She lays down the bunt. This is Purdue softball at its best. Some small ball to first winning record for Purdue since 2019. And hit the batter, and the first 3 batters in this line.
On Frazzotti's face, Coach Frazzotti's face, and the energy she's bringing.
Ground ball in the infield. That'll get 1 run in as Banks comes to score the first run for Purdue.
On the ground, which means that it's not only that, but it's deep in the infield as well. So Avesado is forced to make the play at first base, does not make it towards home.
He's seen in the small sample size. If you haven't watched Purdue softball, they like the small ball. Chasing the outside. And the first strikeout for Dose.
Through.
She hits Scarmato. And so she is also one of the players they're shifting around with no Ramos or Puller. And Franks in that DP spot lets it fly to center field, and Lindsay makes the grab. 11 games. This is one of the reasons why their RPI has improved so much. And they know they have very little wiggle room as Nino goes down on strike. She swings and misses. Has the 2nd best batting average in this lineup. She pops it up. It's a high one. Patience is a virtue for Meeks, the second baseman. And 2 away. Right center kind of taking this one in. They have their 4th and final game here of the day. Puts it in the air. And boy, Purdue's got to be careful playing those fly ball outs. Everyone's really good here at home. 13-4 at home at Bittinger Stadium. Be 8-9-1. How about a hard-driven ball through the infield? Olivia Meeks with a lead off. 9 games in conference play. Hard ground ball. Avesado gets 1. Northwestern gets 1. Tried to turn 2.
Let's go, Flo!
Runs and.
Oh, wow, a hard-driven ball hit a couple of Northwestern defenders. And Banks is a perfect 2 for 2 on the night. Big cut and miss. The throw to second base. Trying to double him up. Bailey strikes out. Runners stayed put. To try to get to tomorrow to possibly face that Buckeye offense. 3 balls, 1 strike, and Dose with another walk. And loads the bases for the 2nd straight inning.
And ultimately, that was.
Swing and a miss. What a strikeout in that moment for Dose. Spot ahead of them is on the bubble. You feel the same way then with them being below Michigan at 44. And she went for it. And a leadoff strikeout.
Tougher schedule. That also should matter, wins or losses.
Skying 1. Deep to left field. It's gone. Kania tags it to left and ties it at 1.
This was a sky-high home run. This pitch on the heart of the plate. Going up was a high ball. Bailey goes back on it. It did. You kind of allow for those moments, those power hitters that aren't necessarily power hitters, to find a way to hit one over. The walks issued.
Yep. Donahue walks.
All of a sudden, the score is even.
And this is Emma Ray. On deck circle, she's the catcher that spiked the softball. Chasing the outside corner, Saborski.
Showing her patience. Coach Drohan says you're going. 2 outs, 3-2.
There she goes. Walked her.
Runners will be going.
Places it in fair territory, and Purdue takes care of it. Sunsetting. Begin early at noon local time, 9 Pacific. How about the over-the-shoulder grab? She hangs on. Oh, Kansas Robinson with the defensive play of the night.
I don't know how she went back on this to catch it to begin with, but then hanging on to it while she falls.
And she was the 6th batter to the plate in the first inning. Hard driven ball to left. It drops in extra bases. Scarmato, a stand-up double with 1 out for Purdue. Hitting her hard.
Yeah, they're feeling it tonight. I mean, some days you're just feeling it.
Hard ground ball, the backhander off the glove of Avasado. No play is made, and 2 on with 1 out. Olivia Meeks, the 3-0, walks on 4 pitches, 3 straight innings. Purdue has loaded the bases.
And that's the hard part. You give up. You don't hit it deep enough that a run can score.
Campbell drives one. Oh, a one-handed grab. Gets the out at second base and saves more than just a run. Grace Nito, what a play at second base. Purdue gets a run to go ahead 2-1, but it could have been worse if it wasn't for this defensive play.
This was a phenomenal defensive play. How about the pick here by Grace Nito? This would have been at least 2 runs, if not more. She gets this pick, hangs onto it, makes a great zone. Still went for it.
Dangerous hitter in this lineup, went for it again, goes down swinging, but Purdue picks up another run. Hard driven ball. Scarmato sat on it, but an errant throw over the head of the first.
Run again, you've got a couple walks that have put some runners on base, but she's scattered some strikeouts that hasn't allowed Northwestern at this point to really dig in so far this inning, or this game.
And walked her. So an error puts Nito on, a walk off. Kelsey Nader, 1 sack bunt here this season, and she lays this one down. A quick play. Look at how fast Scarmato got to it. And the runners do advance to second and third.
She was so fast, she could have. Robinson here to chase.
Got her swinging. What a pitch from Gossett. 2 away.
Underneath it. And good cut and movement. Starts belt high and just continues to jump a little bit more. I'll work the ladder on that.
Oh, got her. Wow, talk about rising to the challenge. In that 2 spot where Polar normally is. And a ground ball to Nito. And 1 up, 1 down.
Number 15, right field.
Well, 2 solid hits. 1 in the first, 1 in the third.
Hard driven ball snagged in the hot corner by Donahue. Gossett, a move 3-1 Purdue.
You said moonshot. That was a no-doubter, no question about it. High, deep out of here, and fast. Gossett watched it all the way.
Depth has got to show when you're missing two key players because of injury. And Reef flies out to right field. First year, lost in the first round as the 9 seed and did not qualify a couple of years ago in 2023. Leaned on the bunt to open things up. Donahue. Creative way to get things.
Why not?
And Garden lets one go into the gap. Rolls all the way to the wall. Donahue scoring from first base. And Northwestern cuts the lead to 3-2.
Well, it might not be a home run, but I'll tell you what, if you can find a way to hit a triple and score at least one, this was a phenomenal swing. Barreled up this ball right into the gap. Donahue's able to take a look, see that it's not going to be caught. She's all the way to second, though, knowing that if it's caught, she can get back to first base, but scores easily. And you see the excitement from Garland. So
the call's overturned.
The call is overturned. Essentially giving yourself an out and clear the base path. I mean,
it's huge. It's a game changer, and you generate the strikeout.
And you just switched a triple to a strikeout. Could you have any more that could have happened in this game? Is that inning and that overturn and that change? Here's Gossett with a game face. I love it.
Isn't it fitting to end the inning with that? Gossett.
Like, Northwestern is not playing a bad game. They're playing a great game.
Kylie Franks, a hard ground ball, bobbled Avasado. What an arm to make that play.
And defensive plays like that.
Attacks that one into the gap, off the wall. And Meeks will take two. The throw is there. She's safe. It's a double, a 2-out double for Meeks. Couple of fielders' choices. And she drives that one. Ground ball, a hard ground ball to get out of the inning. 3 outs here. A little anticlimactic. This Northwestern. And Lindsay is on the base pass with a single.
And that winning off the plate, it's tight spin. The Cats have not hit her well.
Over to left field, it drops in. It's a fair ball, and 2 on here for Northwestern.
Perfectly on a 3-2.
Hard driven ball to left field. Lindsay comes around to home plate, dives head first and scores. It's 3-2 Purdue with no outs.
And really the first 3-2 count that a Northwestern batter has won. Avasado just connects with this pitch out in front of her and drives it through that 5-6 hole. As soon as it hits the ground, Ayanna Lindsay hustling to round and score. Not enough time to put the
Nader pops it up in foul territory. Oh, what a grab. That's the third baseman, Sage Scarmano, coming over against the net and against the wall.
catching it and the out called for the Northwestern fans, saying it touched the net. I'm not sure
if it was her hand.
her hand. I don't think there's.
Kansas Robinson, it's a squeeze play. She's out. Hands up by the Purdue defense.
This is a perfectly placed squeeze bunt, but how about this toss from Scarmardo? You could not ask for better bunt defense than this right here. A perfectly tossed ball from the glove to glove. Scarmardo reflection right there. There is a tag there to me from that angle, so you can go back to the other angle and see how far away she is from home.
Call stands for Robinson. That's a heck of a call, driving it and flying out. Boy, what an inning.
Left on base, I guess. That's what it seems like, but it has been a crazy game.
Yeah, Banks puts it in play. Gotta hustle anytime, though, that she is charging towards first base. Northwestern.
Or what is expected of her, I should say.
The 0-2. Oh, she didn't waste any time. Her first batter, first strikeout.
The lead or being able to tie the game to defensively shore it up and make sure that no runs are going to be played in.
Caught her looking. Two batters faced, two strikeouts. No problem for Lauren Boyd. Its numbers only has given up 3 free passes here tonight. Chases the high one, and it's strikeout number 8. Struck out. And Garden. Fly ball to left to Bailey. 2 away.
The catcher, 17, Emma.
That edge. To me, all you got to do is just have that edge be grazed. Move it through the zone.
9 Ks for Gossett.
Home run off Cunningham.
Gossett crushes it. Oh, is there anything she won't do tonight?
That's a solo home run for number 33, Julia.
And it looked like this.
I mean, and I'm telling you, this got out of here as fast as the pitch came in. This was flying. It is essentially willing her team to this victory right now.
Strike call on Reef, who's had a rough night.
Third baseman.
Guy that she's picked up, and she's only allowed 2 runs in the circle.
And that's how you win a ball game, almost all by yourself.
If you can. Struck her out.
Purdue with a top half of the 7th home run on 1 hit.
6 batters for
Gossett, who's awful confident today.
walked her. So a leadoff walk to Lindsay. And Purdue seeking its first. Through the 5-6 hole, Northwestern has got a couple on now with no outs as Nito gets the base hit.
You have to take that risk when you have the opportunity.
Struck her out. Strikeout number 10, but the runners are on the move. They doubled up. As Lindsay was trying to get third base, and Reef throws her out.
Well, Reeves has no fear to make this toss, but this bounces, does not have to tag. Avasado first base is occupied, so this throw down, Scarmardo Makes the tag, ooh.
It's upheld. She's out at third.
Be in the perfect position to put that tag on.
Swinging at that first pitch, bouncer to short, the throw, she's safe, beats it out. Stone cold.
At a rise ball. Robinson lays off that pitch just a little too high to get a chase.
Robinson reaches out right at Campbell. Purdue upsets Northwestern and is off to the quarterfinals.
And that's the ball game. Final score in our final game of day number 1. Purdue 4 and Northwestern 2.
The first Big Ten tournament win since 2019. Well, a couple of years, the Big Ten didn't have a tournament, but regardless, it has been a minute since Purdue has felt like this in the conference tournament.
Well, what I love about it is that it gives them a feeling of knowing that it can happen, that they can continue to fight at this level. And they deserve this win. They played and put everything into it that they had.
And a little bit of Big Ten tournament history.